What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Peacock streaming service new documentary feature, The Toolbox Killer. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Listen, I had watched a lot of true crime documentaries over the course of my lifetime, but this one was incredibly tough to sit through. I kid you not, I had to occasionally turn it off, to pause a few, and walk around, get some air. It took me quite a while to finally finish watching the whole thing, because this docu's description of what Lawrence and Roy did to those helpless young girls are so detailed and evil and gruesome, your heart just falls to the floor every time. The Toolbox Killer is among the most disturbing, most difficult documentaries to watch. But if you're still curious about it, if you still insist on checking it out, I say proceed with caution. Produced by Mike Mathis Productions in The Toolbox Killer, in his own words, America's most sadistic serial killer, Lawrence Bittaker, describes his 1979 killing spree in this 2-hour documentary. Known as The Toolbox Killer, Lawrence Bittaker, alongside his partner Roy Norris, committed heinous acts. Bittaker remained silent about his crimes for 40 years until he met criminologist Laura Brand. Over the course of 5 years, Laura recorded her many conversations with Bittaker as he spoke from death row about his methods and motives, providing unique insights into the mind of a criminal sadist. I gotta give props to this docu for not leaving any stone unturned. In the span of just under 2 hours, you pretty much get everything, from the survivors' testimonies to the victims' family members, to the archival footage. The format is basic the way Forensic Files is basic, you know? So the docu is mostly about this interviewer-interviewee relationship and revisiting those horrible murders. I think a lot of audiences will be divided over the connections that Laura Brand builds with Lawrence Bittaker. Many of us would naturally react with, "What the hell are you doing, lady? Don't get too attached to that sociopath. What are you thinking?" So on and so forth. I can understand how quickly we would judge Laura Brand for that. But trying to understand her mission, her goal, and how important it is to pry that information out of Lawrence while he's still breathing. Now that's the one that requires a lot out of us. Interesting that at one point, Laura describes it as a Hannibal Lecter Clarice Sterling situation, but correct me if I'm wrong, Clarice never once grew any empathy towards Hannibal. You see, what Lawrence and Roy did was the stuff of nightmares, and I would not wish it on anybody. Maybe you can argue that by the end of it, this docu manages to humanize them, but I'm on the camp that highly doubts that this docu would ever convince us that they are worth forgiveness, much less an ounce of pity. If anything, it kinda erodes my faith in mankind just a little bit. In conclusion, the Toolbox Killer documentary is heavy and shocking and grisly and gut-wrenching. So yeah, viewers' discretion's advised.